Okay, so today's goal is to simply make progress on this car right here. Yesterday we put a new fuel filter in the back, so that's good to go. We tried to do the hall sensor, but as you guys saw, that bottom pin, I don't know what the problem was, but no matter how hard I hit it, I could not get it out. So can't change that sensor. It might be bad, it might not be. Some people said, look at the throttle sensor, look at this sensor, that sensor. Unfortunately, I don't have any parts today. The only thing I have today, I have some gas over there. So I got 4 gallons of fresh 90 octane fuel and an STP like fuel system cleaner. I'm gonna put that in the car, run that through, see if fresh fuel does us any good. I'm sure it'll do us some good. Will it fix our whole problem? I don't quite know, but it's a good first step because the gas in this car smells very bad and very old. And then we're gonna continue to go through some more stuff, check for vacuum leaks. I don't think this car has a vacuum leak issue because just from what I know from vacuum leaks, I could be wrong, but what I know with vacuum leaks is there's some sort of like high idle or revving or like kind of like chokes and dies out. This car literally idles so perfectly. Everything works fine. There's no indication it's gonna die, and then it just shuts off. And then sometimes it'll run for 5 minutes, 2 minutes. One time, like 2 days ago, it ran for like 45 minutes straight, no problems. I was revving it right on the driveway at least, and nothing happened. So it's just very like hit or miss. I don't have any new parts today besides gas, so we're just gonna go through the engine. I'm gonna pull sensors off and try to clean stuff out, check for vacuum leaks, put the new fuel in, and to see if we can make some sort of forward progress, and to see if we can get this thing running properly. Because I want to drive this car. I really do. I want to drive this car. I want to have some fun with it. But we got to make it run first. So we'll see what today brings. I've also been checking all the connectors on this engine. If you remember with Miley, I had that high like rev starting idle for the longest time. And people said, try this, try that. It must be this, it must be that. And it turned out to be none of those things. I had one little broken wire on a sensor that was causing the issue. So honestly, it might not be any of these things. There might be a broken wire somewhere. It's hard to tell this kind of stuff because there could be so many possibilities that are causing the issue. It's hard to say, oh, it's that, it must be this, it must be that. We don't necessarily know. There's no engine codes in the car. So like I said, it could be something super small, it could be something really big. We don't know. So right now we're just doing process of elimination, trying to go through each thing, and eventually we shall find the problem, hopefully sooner than later. I'm hoping this gas does a trick and makes it at least run a little bit longer and smell better. And then come Monday, we're gonna do distributor, swap that into the hall sensors new, and we're just gonna keep going down the line. Eventually she'll run. Like I said, hopefully sooner than later, but like I said, it could be something super, super tiny that we're just missing. It could be something you guys have suggested. We don't necessarily know. It's hard to diagnose things when there's so many possibilities that could be causing the issue. It's just hard to say what that exact thing is. So let's get started and see what we can do today. And then once this thing's running properly, we can start working on getting this in the car. I'm excited for this. I know a lot of people are saying this has like a monoport injection. There's like a lot of like complications to actually boosting this car. Actually just swap it. Someone said just 3.2 swap it. Like just boop. Listen, if you're funding me, if you'll want to donate a full 3.2 with the full motion, all kind of stuff, I'd be glad to swap it. But I've already done an engine swap before. There's a lot of money and time that goes into swapping a car. It's not just like, just swap the car. I'm not a massive YouTuber. I do not have unlimited funds. I wish I did, but I don't. So for now, like I said, this is a project car. We're not in a rush. I just want to have something fun, and I think the challenge of trying to boost this will be fun. We'll have to learn something new. A lot of people have this engine as well, and they're curious to see how you actually boost it, because there's no videos online of how to actually do it. So I think it'd be a fun project. Yes, it might be difficult to do, but we're still gonna do it. I could use a TDI turbo, but I got a KO3S right here. So we're gonna go with this turbo, get a custom exhaust manifold made, and then just figure it out together. And I said, I'm not trying to push down 1,000,000 horsepower, but I said 150, 200 wheel, maybe a little bit more would be sick. So it's gonna be a fun little project. We're gonna stick with this motor for now. KO3S turbo, it's gonna be a fun project, so have faith. Car is running smooth, no issue. You can see it has a super nice idle. There's no up and down, there's no anything. It idles perfectly smooth. We do have gas. This gas needle moves kind of slow, but there is enough gas in the tank that it's not starving on gas. So now she's running, you can hear it back here, listen. Very, very smooth. There's no hiccups, there's no misfires, so it's nothing like back here, I don't think. So go ahead and turn the car off, get some fresh fuel in the car along with our fuel cleaner, and try to get that through there and see if that helps us out a bit. And she's off. So she ran for about 5 minutes just now. It seems like if I'm actually like moving the car around, it takes on longer, but it's just sitting here idling. Eventually it dies out, but there's no high idle. I don't hear any vacuum leaks. I don't think. I'm gonna go through all the lines to make sure, but I can't hear anything like loud and like hissing. It doesn't like choke up, it doesn't do anything. All it does is just off. There's no indication, it just turns off randomly. Almost always turns right back on, no problem. Get some fresh gas in her, go through, look for all the lines, see if there's any like hoses that aren't connected or there's any leaks. Just try and make some progress with the car today. So I haven't put any new fuel in the car yet, but I've been sitting in the car just trying to burn through some of the old gas, and I've been kind of just revving the car on and off for the past, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 minutes, and the car hasn't died yet. Now it's idling on its own. It might die now, but if I sit in the car and continuously like move the throttle and keep it revving every now and then, it seems to stay on longer at least. I don't know what that means exactly in terms of what's wrong with it, but it might just be bad gas. It smells terrible back there. I was trying to burn through some of it, but we'll put the new gas here in a second along with the cleaner stuff, and hopefully once that fresh gas in the system, that helps out. And I don't know if it's gonna fix our problem or not, but I know fresh gas is definitely gonna help out a lot. All right, it's been about 10 minutes at this point. Car still hasn't died, which is good. The fuel gauge is just under quarter tank, almost to the red. So I'm trying to get through the last little bit of bad fuel. Not through all of it, obviously, but a bunch of it. About to mix the new fuel in with the cleaner and see what we got. So to my surprise, the car is still running. I haven't put the gas in yet. I want to see how long the car would go before it died, and it's been about 40 minutes. And it's still idling completely perfectly. So like I said, it's such a weird, it's so weird. If I start the car and I don't rev it at all, don't touch the gas pedal and just leave it alone, it dies within, I'll say, under 10 minutes. If I rev it for a little while, it runs for, I don't know, maybe ever. So at this point, I've burnt through almost all the old gas. It's time to put the new gas, finally put the new gas in, and the cleaner stuff, and then we'll turn it off, and then we'll try it again. But the car's been running for a long time. As I said, it's so inconsistently, it's weird. Okay. Off you go. Let's get you some new fuel. Now I don't know if the car would have driven after idling like that and not had any problems, but the car did not shut off, so that's always a plus. We'll give her some fresh gas and see how she does. Drink up, little golf. All right, all of our fresh fuel is in and all of our additive. So let's get her running, get some of that stuff pumped into the system, and hopefully that cleans up some stuff and continue to make this car run better and better. The goal is to be able to start this car and not have to rev it at all and see if it'll stay running. But while it's off right now, I'm gonna go through and see if I see any type of vacuum leak, broken line, broken wire, just anything I can find. So I pulled off the intake tube here to see some more of these like hoses that go through. Every one of these hoses is in good condition and intact. They all go to a certain spot. None of them are left open or anything's like cracked or broken. So I think that section is all good. I've unplugged all these sensors here. I'm gonna go inside and clean them out a little bit. They all look to be okay. This one has a little bit of a oil around the outside, but I don't think it's really affecting it, but I'm gonna clean it out still. I don't necessarily know which ones these are either. There's 1, 2, and 1 over there. I've unplugged that, plugged it back in, I unplugged the coil pack. So all the connectors look to be okay. I didn't see any broken wires yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and just clean everything up a little bit, plug it all back in, and then start it up, get some of that new gas flowing, and see how she does. I've gone through and I've cleaned up all of these metal prongs inside each connector. So hopefully there's any corrosion that was there, it's gone now. But what I did notice back here on, where's it at? This hose right here, there is a little screw. And that one there, you can see that right there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut back here, put the screw back in, get rid of that broken section. I don't know if that was causing a problem. It may be, but like I said, all the connectors are clean. I cleaned all these ones out. So we'll fix this little bit here, put all the connectors back on and see what she does. But other than that little thing there, I haven't seen anything that would put up a red flag that it's broken or not working. At this point, everything has been reassembled, intake tube back on, every connector is plugged back in. I've gone through everything I can go through. I don't think I've missed anything. I mean, I might still have, but I checked all the wires. I didn't see any breaks in any wires. I didn't see anything wrong with anything. Now, if it's sensor or it's hung up here is still bad, it's still bad. But everything's been clean and put together. The new fuel hasn't been ran through just yet. We're gonna try and start it. I'm not gonna rev it at all. I'm just gonna let it idle and see what it does. All right, little golf, what you got? Let's let it do a little pre-check, all that kind of fun stuff. All right, and here we go. All right, start it right up. So I'm gonna let it sit. I'm not gonna touch the gas at all. I'm gonna let it just idle and see how long she'll go for. As you can see right now, it is 16:24. I'm pretty sure that time's wrong, but still, it's at 24. Remember the time. And now we wait. All right, so I went inside for a little while, had a snack. The car is still idling. It's been about 20 or more minutes at this point, but the car's idling good, like I said. Yesterday when the car wouldn't start back up after putting the distributor back in, I took a hammer, went through and just tapped on anything electrical. So maybe I shook something into place. It did die once today, earlier when I first started the car on. Since I've put everything back together, cleaned everything with the new fuel, it hasn't died yet. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn it back on, see if it'll idle again without dying. If it does for a second time, I'm gonna move these cars out of the way and we're gonna try and go for a drive. Hopefully we don't die, get stuck somewhere. It's seeming like it's better, so we'll see how far we can push it today. All right, so car is going off. Give it a second, and let's see if she starts back up. Hopefully she does with no issue. Like I said yesterday, she had a tough time to start back up, and then I just hit everything and it worked. So off, right back on. So right now it is 52. Gonna go back inside for another 20 or so minutes. If the car is still idling and having no problems, not shutting off, we'll try and go for a drive. Seems like it's promising so far. Don't wanna get ahead of myself. Maybe me hitting everything, fix something. Still died today once, so maybe me taking off all the connectors and cleaning everything and that one little line I fixed and hitting everything, maybe that did it. Okay, well, it's been about 15 more minutes. The car is still idling away, no problem at all. I haven't seen it do this in a long time. I really don't know. Maybe me hitting stuff and cleaning stuff actually fixed it. So it's time to go for a quick little drive and see if we get stranded or not. All right, well, I can 100% say I did not expect to do this today. We might get stuck, we might not. Maybe we fixed it. Brought some tools in the back, most importantly a hammer to hit stuff if it shuts off. Hasn't died on me, hasn't had any hiccups. It's been running for combined like over an hour at this point. So here we go. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Don't die, don't die. Dies immediately. All right, we're on the driveway. So far so good. I'm gonna go to the right and then up to like the neighborhood, because like this is a pretty busy road. I don't want to die here. So we're gonna go right first, right in this little parking lot next to us. Assess the car, see if she's doing good, and then we'll continue from there. I gotta say, I am extremely surprised. I did not expect this to happen today. Whether it's the new fuel or a combination of all the things I did today, I'm not quite sure, but we're gonna try and go to the neighborhood and see. Still running good. Sorry, you're a bit close there. First gear into second. Oh, we're still going. This is surprising. This is a miracle. This is actually a miracle. Oh, we're going uphill now. Uh-oh, don't die on the uphill. Don't die on the uphill though, Golf, don't do it. We're going strong though. I'm so surprised. I'm thoroughly surprised. I did not expect this today. Oh! I don't know if it's fixed or not, but we're driving. This is going well. This is going almost too well. Kind of nervous. All right, let's get a little bit downhill. Power! Power! We just went for our first drive in the Savoy in almost 2 weeks. The car's still running, hasn't died yet. Like I said, I still don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I'm starting to think loosely she might be fixed. Because at this point, now the car is running, I guess, so well, I don't really know what to try and change or fix. Like I said, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So maybe we just leave it until it starts acting up again. I'm gonna grab Casey, see if go for a ride or not, but maybe we've done it. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Until it dies and gets stuck, but hopefully not. It's gone well so far. We're on the main road. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. I've been wanting to see this bus for so long. Wow, that is so clean. That's awesome. This is like my favorite little back road from my house. It's so nice. Like all like the hills, and it looks like Forza. It's almost too good. I'm surprised the car's still running. I really am. Hey BMW, don't do it. Don't do it, buddy. Yes, sir. It's a race car. Look at these turns, they're so nice. Such a nice road. I can't believe this car's driving right now. All right, we're gonna try some flybys. It's gonna brake, so I'm gonna try and push it and see what happens. We'll do like with the R32, down and back a few times and see if she brakes. Hopefully not, we're gonna park the code at this point. I don't want her to brake.
Okay.
Did it look fast? I am so surprised this car is still running right now. And I was like flooring it. I think I made it to like a little past 60 miles an hour, which is not fast at all. This car is very, very slow. But it runs, it drives, it stops, hasn't shut off yet, so might call it a win for today. How dare you? Does the radio work? Does the radio and the AC? How dare you? How dare you? The radio works and the
Why don't you wreck the car right now?
The AC works and the radio works. I don't want to hear it. Fully functioning car. Nice little rock pit. I'm gonna do a burnout, and I hope I don't snap an axle, but. Oh yeah, horsepower! All right, let's get out of here fast. Get
Oh my god!
Listen, if it's gonna break, it's gonna break. You have to thoroughly test the car. If it's gonna handle this,
What?
power! Yes, power! I'm so surprised it's still running. If it's gonna break, it's gonna break. So if it doesn't break under all that, I think it might be good. I don't know, we'll see. Watch. Ooh. Come on, there's like 40 miles an hour. We're going for 60, come on. We can hit 60, go, 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 and 60. Yeah. Pretty much the fastest thing I own. All right, take over. Take over. I still can't believe this. Now listen. I know you have an R32, right?
Yeah, so I have to
But
drive
this is a 94 Savoy. This thing had 90 horse. Okay, easy on my clutch there. It's very, very hard at the top. It's like at the very top of the clutch.
Okay, yeah.
It's not. It's a cable clutch. So
Wait, is it this way?
Right here, yeah. But yes, I was saying, I know you have an R32,
yeah.
but this is a 94 Savoy, okay? This thing had 90 horsepower in its heyday. So right now we're probably at like a good 40, maybe, okay? So take it easy. It's fast. It's real fast. How you like it so far?
It's great.
On the seats comfy? They're amazing, right?
Yeah.
They're actually really comfy. I love them. This car.
To be honest, I don't know how to get home.
Oh, just look at this way. I got you. This car actually sounds good for no exhaust on it.
That's
it has like a new exhaust in the car. It has a good little sound to it. I also want to put an exhaust in it, but it sounds good. Left here. I am so surprised this car's still running. I honestly can't believe it. I honestly can't believe it. When I first started this car today, it died within like a minute. And now here we are. Driving around like that never happened. How long this will last, I don't necessarily know. Maybe it's fixed, we don't know. The little Golfie made it home, I'm so surprised. Look at that. Look at that.
Alright, all the way in?
No, let's go right there. We got a little bit dirty from our burnouts, but dude, I cannot believe. At the start of today, all I wanted to do was put fresh gas and get the car just to idle a little bit longer, hopefully. And now we literally just drove this car around for 20, 30 minutes. And I don't say I am way more than I expected. How long this will last, I don't necessarily know. But at this point, do I try and fix anything else in the car, or do I just leave it as is? Do I continue? I think I still want to continue slowly replacing all the sensors and that kind of stuff, just so it's all new. But at the current moment, it runs and drives, so I'm happy. We'll see how long it lasts, but I'm happy. This car was so nice and clean, and now it's a filthy mess. My spoiler didn't fall off. That's good, but it's very dirty now. She needs a bath. I just can't believe this car runs. I actually can't believe it. I'm so happy right now. All right, well, we're gonna end it at that. The car runs and drives. My radio works, my AC still works. It didn't die on us, we get stalled, we didn't get stuck. At the moment, I'm happy. At the moment it runs, we'll see how long it lasts. Updates for this week coming up tomorrow. Well, actually, today's the 1st of September. Miley, well, she's already in Germany, you guys know that, but her official arrival date at the base is in 10 days. Hoping for sooner than that, but still, 10 days away, and we're gonna have Miley back That's awesome. We're gonna have Miley next to the Savoy, next to the R32. It's gonna be dope. Also, Steve got back, I think today, and sometime this week, or maybe even tomorrow, he's gonna come over with the coilovers. We're gonna lower this car. I decided I'm just gonna put them on. If the coilovers are already too inspected, which I think they are, even though it doesn't really matter for us, I still wanna, if they are, put the coilovers on tomorrow, sometime this week, get the car low, and then get our temp plates for the car, get it inspected, all that fun stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget, be thankful for today. We'll see you guys next time. Peace. I can't believe it works.